Thanks for joining us once again. As you know, there's a battle between Mr. Musk and Mr. Trump. And if you had put up 10 grand as part of Taleb's Black Swan, you'd have had $5 million this morning. So we wanted to review this and some thoughts on the battle about how this whole thing is going to turn out. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Thanks once again for joining us. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a repeat visitor, welcome back. We also want to thank our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the show, would like some better ideas on investing and trading, please touch base with us and support us on Patreon. So, as you know, there's a huge war going on between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. There's a number of questions. Our show is about 10 minutes this morning. There's a number of questions that I've had for the last week or two that made no sense to me. The biggest one was Elon spent $300 million helping elect Donald Trump. How come, obviously he left Doge under shaky terms, but pretty much every initiative impacting Tesla while Elon was still in office represented a negative for Tesla. They got rid of the State Department purchasing large numbers of Cybertrucks. Their efforts to neuter as many of the initiatives in California relative to EVs that are going on. There's also the Build Back Better and the effort to reduce the number of charging stations. So bottom line is there's a large numbers of initiatives that are designed to screw Tesla, and this is while Elon was still there. So how would one be surprised if this didn't continue once he left? I guess the biggest surprise that I'm seeing is, wow, Elon is discussing budget deficits and the core logic of why he was helping to make cuts. And I was surprised, stunned, because usually billionaires are trying to keep more of their billions. And in this case, he likes keeping more of his billions, but he also likes the fact that the budget deficit is being reduced, which I think is a good reason to make cuts. And it's more logical than how many people can I punish that are US citizens that are law-abiding. So there's more and more data that keeps flying. The stock price is up. That's good. And it suggests that, yes, there can be a way in which they could work this out. There's so many stunning elements to this that one can't shake a stick at. Briefly, let's take a look at the 290 puts. So as you know, if you look down on my channel, there are two books I recommend. One of them is Taleb, The Black Swan. So what you saw yesterday was actually a Black Swan event. And Taleb explains how these work and how you might want to consider trading them, because there are a number of hedge funds who actually engage in sort of Taleb trading. So today I wanted to point out to you that one of those trades that was pretty attractive yesterday was a $10,000 put at 290 on Tesla became worth $5 million. So one of my trading buddies sent me a note about this morning, and it was fun to see that information show up. But it reflects the fact that there are some people that are in the marketplace and that can make money on that stuff. I just feel like it's more of a lottery ticket in general. But if you look at the volatility of Tesla over the last 6 months, returns that people would be happy for in a year or two, you can get trading options on Tesla. So based on the movement of the stock price going from the 350s to the 280s in a few days, it really reflects why I always encourage my viewers to consider, if you have a position in terms of stocks that you own for Tesla, you always want to keep somewhere between 3 and 5% of your portfolio in the opposite side of your deal, namely puts. So owning the stock is basically a call that you expect the stock to rise. But if you're going to hold a position, let's say $1 million, you need to have 5 or 10K in puts that you keep recycling maybe 2, 3, 4 months out before they expire, because this is extremely volatile, and it could be volatile good or bad, and the cost of those puts is tax deductible if they expire worthless. So I highly recommend you consider this. The final thing that I'd like to review today is what I call leverage optimization. So one of the things that Mr. Trump constantly discusses is, do you have leverage to achieve whatever it is you'd like to achieve? So I have to say the biggest stunning thing I noticed was Mr. Bannon's comment that Elon should be deported and that the government should buy Tesla out of its SpaceX ownership. Now, why is that? Obviously, Boeing is the best solution as a counter to the power of Elon Musk and SpaceX. And the problem is that Boeing stuff doesn't work, even though they've been working on it for 10 years. So hence, Elon holds the leverage position relative to SpaceX and its servicing of government contracts. So I'm kind of stunned, because is it possible that Elon could end up being a foil to Mr. Trump's process of management, and therefore give an opportunity for the US economy and a whole bunch of government workers to keep their jobs? I would say it's entirely possible based on what we've seen in the last 48 hours, because what Mr. Bannon and Mr. Trump seem to be saying is that Elon has leverage over them in the form of no other vendor can match up to what Tesla and SpaceX are doing. So therefore, they need to find a way to make peace with him. And because they need to find peace with him, I believe it's going to result in a satisfactory resolution arriving. And I think it's going to be to the benefit of the US because Elon has this leverage. So we'll see how it plays out. But main thing, don't forget, if you have $1 million or multi-million-dollar portfolio, please make sure you're hedged with some puts, because this has been a wild ride and it will continue to be a wild ride over the next several months. Once again, thanks for joining us. Our health tip for the day is don't forget your 25 leg lifts, as well as prior to lovemaking, don't forget a salad is best case. And once again, thanks for joining us. This is Greg for Teslafaninsight. Arrivederci. And in Jamaica, we say enough respect. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and best of luck investing and trading.